Camera. As you can see, the camera is pretty unique in its own right. It has 4 lenses going across the front here. It's originally designed to take 4 separate photographs across the width of 2 normal 35mm frames. Later, when you get it processed, you can optically combine those individual images to make a 3-dimensional image. However, the concept never really caught on, so now we have a bunch of these old cameras selling by the pound in most thrift shops. We've did a couple of modifications on this camera. First one I'd like to show you is in the back here. Normally a Nishika N8000 would have 4 separate chambers here for each one of the images. Here we just have one because we've taken a Dremel rotary tool and taken out the septums. This will allow each of the images to bleed into one another, making a more artistic effect. Hopefully, anyway. The other modification that we did was to put color gels in between the lens shade here and the actual lens. You can't really see them very well. They're diffraction grating, so they don't really have colors, but will give a nice rainbow effect once I use film in this. And the other one is on the side here. This is simply a piece of dental floss that's coming out of the inside of the camera. This will serve 2 purposes. The first purpose is to make multiple exposures. It will recock the shutter for you. And the other one, handling it a little bit differently, will be our bulb feature. Bulb is an old photographic term which means just to open the shutter for as long as you really desire. Okay, we're going to demonstrate these features for you by taking a flashlight and put it behind there so you can actually see what the shutter is doing. Under normal operations, we would advance the film, take the photograph. Advance the film, take the photograph. Okay, if you want to take another photograph of the same piece of film, simply give it a sharp tug on the left hand side here. That will reset the shutter, and you can take another photograph, and you can just do that all day if you like. Okay, the last thing we want to demonstrate is the bulb feature, and all you have to do is cock the shutter. On the left hand side, you want to pull the washer just a little bit, give it a little bit of tension, and then hit the shutter release. That will open up the shutters, and you can let go of the shutter release and slowly release the tension there. It should go as long as you want it to, and when you're done with your exposure, hit the shutter release again, and we'll close the shutter, and you can continue normal operations after that. So, here you have the Nishika N8000. We've done a couple of modifications to it, which will give you an artistic image bleed between each of the 4 lenses. We'll give you some color filters, and also multiple exposure and bulb capacity. So enjoy your brand new modified camera.